Okay, so...
Okay. One day, Light had a court appearance with the Phoenix Wright court. But before going to the court, he along with Tamaki and Katra from Gundam Wing saw an ad for tryouts for a Carl's Jr. commercial, and after Paris Hilton walked out of the building, not getting the part. Switch.
I'm confused, but okay. Light had recently died. It was a sad thing. But Near, being the smart, kind, and just annoying fellow he is, said we should give Light a fair chance in court. Little did they know they would hire the dumbest prosecutor in all of the land, Mr. Gudo.
Switch.
But Light was dead, obviously, so they had to find some way to bring him back. So they were like, let's go to the Curran village. And the Curran village is obviously the home of the Curran channeling technique, where Maya and Mia, well, Mia's dead, where Maya was, and Maya said, Phoenix, we have to take this case. And Phoenix is like, I'm not taking Light Yagami, you're trying to bring in a key witness. And Light Yagami was like, you will take me or I will.
Switch.
Potato chip.
Now, they weren't really sure what they were going to do, but they figured that the best try to place to channel him was obviously in a Carl Jr. The only problem was that they knew that to properly channel a psycho-murdering, crazy person like Light was to put yourself in a circle, a fairy ring per se, with mushrooms and asparagus and toenail clipping.
Okay, take your prize.
What's the other chance? I can't remember.
Dandruff.
And yes, so they knew they needed this very strange circle called Hydrogolikov or Sockle was the circle. It's a very dangerous name, you can only say it once.
Switch.
And so, they began by sprinkling his dandruff all into the circle.
Okay.
And then eating his toenail clippings. Because everyone just wants to eat Light's toenail clippings. And all of a sudden, Maya, who was just smiling, like, oh, I'm so happy! Face went down. And she got a notebook and started writing. I have to... No! Objection!
Switch.
You cannot kill me. I'm about to prosecute you. Don't write my name in that notebook. And Light Yagami's like, oh, hey, wait, this is just a regular 70-page wide rule notebook. This isn't my death note. Where's my death note? He yelled, going into a minor's 4-year-old tantrum. And Phoenix said, that's in my court evidence, cool duffel bag thing.
Switch.
Well, actually, it wasn't in the court duffel bag cool court thing any longer, because Rook had come by earlier and he had been looking for some apples, and he had smelled the familiar smell of death notes, because they smell very pungently, a lot like apples. And so he was looking for it, and he found it in the duffel bag, and he went, oh, Light wouldn't want this to be found. No, so incriminating. And he'd just been visiting another country, so his accent was very, very strange.
Switch.
And so, it was time for the court, because in Phoenix Wright games, you don't have 10 weeks to study, you have all of 1 day. So, everyone went to court, and Gudo, with his coffee, was yummy, and he was all hyper as usual, and Phoenix Wright went, I'm ready to start. And the judge with his beard went, okay, let's get this court started.
Switch.
And Gada, it is Gada, right? Gada?
No.
Okay, and Gudo held up his Gudo Blend 107 and said, this trial will be like the dark coffee of my cup. It will be bitter and sweet. And Phoenix Wright is meanwhile sweating in the corner going, that made absolutely no sense. And I was like, isn't this normal? And Phoenix was going, not in a regular court. And so, the prosecution called the first witness to the stand. I call Maya Faye channeling L.
Switch.
Or
Oh,
Light.
no, Elle is dead, sorry.
Which one are we
She's channeling everyone! Channeling the whole cast! So she goes up there, and they go, alright, state your name. My name? I can't tell you my name, then you could kill me! But no, we're in a court setting, no one has the death note. No one's going to kill you. Yeah, that's what they said the last time. You've been in court before? I plead the fifth. You can't. No, but what? We're trying to check if you're innocent or not.
Switch.
Oh.
So, they started the Light began to give the testimony. You know, I did try killing everyone because I am God. I try killing people because it's not only is it healthy and good for your eyes and your colon, it is fantastic. It's like a massage rolling over the body. Objection! Phoenix cried.
Switch.
There is no way on earth that it could be like a massage rolling over your body when you're writing down these names and you have these hideous monkey faces that everybody makes fun of on forums. And Light is like, you have no clue what a true massage feels like. And
Switch.
I'm telling you guys, nobody gives massages like Rook. Nobody. Rook was sitting down in the corner and he went, "Oh, thanks, Light. It's Kira now."
Sorry, can I have an apple?
They quickly went, "Objection!" And he went, "I wasn't trying to destroy your evidence. I just ate all the apples. Again." Thankfully, though, Mia was looking at everyone and said, "But everyone, Light has something he'd like to say."
Switch.
But, said, I hate apples. And Ryu was completely appalled. No! And then Ryu took out his special death note that he stole, because he's a criminal, and wrote down Maya Fey.
Switch.
Everybody hushed and said, "We have 40 seconds to end this trial. Quick!" And Phoenix was like, "Okay, I must object to nothing," and grasped for straws like I do at the end of every single day. And so he was like, "There is no possible way you could, not like, apples, and then he was like, "This is not winning me any points with the judge." And his life bar got subtracted 15 points.
Switch. Give it a good ending.
As he looked at the judge, he decided that an Ezio's plea for the fair treatment of animals, Pokemon, Shinigamis, and crazy people would work the best. He stood up and he said, "Judge, do you know what it feels like to be loved? Well, Light doesn't either. His mother never loved him. She didn't. It was a lie. It was a lie. The cake was a lie." And the judge looked at him and he said, "So many people have told me on you. Your mother never loved you." And Light was sitting there and he was like, "Well, I didn't really care about her either."
Objection! Where's your proof?
My proof is obviously in his coffee cup.
What?
Yes! If you look at the coffee cup, you clearly see written in his creamer. It says, "Light is innocent and his mother never loved him and your mother is a whore."
Objection!
No! You can't object!
Order in my court!
And there was never order, because there could be no order, for this was an episode
Shut up with the morals!
of the Twilight Zone.
Awesome!